Welcome in, Renegades. Now, this is an exciting time in crypto, guys. So, this last month, I took some time off just to kind of deal with my car situation. So, I bought a new car because my Volkswagen GTI decided that it didn't want to work anymore. And so, I just kind of was trying to get to and from work, and then it took me longer. So, I wasn't able to do videos last month. But I'm not going anywhere, guys, because it's about to get crazy. I still have a whole ton of ICP. I just want to give you guys an update with Bitcoin Renegade, the channel ICP Renegades. So I'm starting a creator conquest, I call it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to conquer marketing for ICP in a way that's never been done before. So what we're going to do is we're going to collaborate with other blockchains. I'm in talks with people in different blockchains, specifically CKB. They have a creator grant program. They're doing micro grants. They're looking for leaders over there. And so with ICP Renegades, I just added, I think, like $36 out of the $250 in chat tokens that I just got. I'm going to be making a video about open chat on Wednesday. And if everything goes good, I have a special announcement that could be happening. That's going to be amazing for the channel. It could be an interview with some prominent people. So there's some exciting things happening. We're getting ready to see a blast off with ICP. Caffeine AI, they launched it at the perfect time. I think that was a strategical genius by Dominic Williams himself. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the time off of work to go to Caffeine AI. That was planned. I found out that I had a floating holiday after the 15th, but you know, with the car situation, with everything, it just wasn't optimal timing. Dominic Williams was there. Caffeine AI. So with ICP Renegades, any kind of grant that I'm getting, whether it's from CKB, whether it's from ICP, whether it's open chat, whether it's the Affinity, whether it's a different project, some that I've worked with, I might approach a couple more DAOs and try to promote those as well. Not just to make money. I want to invest back into the ICP ecosystem. You guys have been with me through everything. And so we're about to make a lot of money together. So I don't mind throwing some ICP into Renegade right now, seeing if it can pump. It's just been kind of, you know, going back and forth between like 0.005 zeros and a 3 to like 0.6, like doubling and then going back. But I think the more liquidity, the more time we put in, and with Caffeine AI. So here's the catalyst. We're going to be talking about Caffeine AI today because they just had a demo in Switzerland, and then they had the demo in San Francisco. It's live. They're giving out codes for people to enjoy Caffeine AI. Now we're going to revamp the Renegade game because, guys, honestly, I know even you Renegades think that bike racing game is kind of boring. So what we're going to do is we're going to revamp the whole idea. I'm going to start, I might just use a fresh canister, just start over from scratch, and try to use Caffeine AI to build a funner game where you can, you know, put Renegade and ICP into it. It's going to be like a racing game still, but it's going to be like little NFT marble type deals. And so it's going to be like going down a hill, and then there will be like obstacles and like little things that you can get. So I'm going to try to build this with Caffeine AI and see how that works. So I already got my invite code. I'm going to show you guys later how you can get your invite code to Caffeine AI. You can build your own website. You can build your own app. Say you wanted like an eBay store or something, and you know, something like OfferUp. And you're like, I want to build something like this of my own, and then start like with my own little community. I have a church, or I have like a place that I go to. A lot of my friends are friends with DJs. I get invited out all the time to these different DJ shows. And imagine just a little community that you build an app that can share your music with the local community. Like, this doesn't just have to be international. I have a lot of people here in Colorado Springs that are entrepreneurs. I just got invited to a show, I believe it was, what was it, Saturday night? And my friend was doing like a radio broadcast from this place, and he has this local community. If you guys want to check it out, it's 719 Magazine. And his specifically is his radio show. They have the 719 Magazine. And then let me see what this thing's called. Syndicate Empire Radio, but think it's 719 Radio or something like that. But yeah, Syndicate Empire Radio. So there's a lot of local people, and I think like just introducing people to that. And I'm trying to get Scott, this guy who is part of the 719. He was supposed to come here tonight and be on the content with me. So he's an NFT guy. He's been into stuff like that. I used to work with him. He left the place that we work, but he is an entrepreneur, and he's introducing me to the people in the local scene, especially music artists. And I've turned them on to tracks and other things like that. But I think these local artists are going to really benefit from having like some kind of dapp for their local, like even this radio station. Imagine it having it as a dapp where not only your local community can enjoy it and be part of it, but you can bring in people and get, you know, outside sponsorships. You can get outside viewers. So I think these are the kind of things where I network out in the world, where I'm just going to different shows and doing these things. And my other friend knows a bunch of DJs that invites me to shows. So I think Caffeine AI is the future. I'm going to build something cool. I don't know if you guys saw the AI song. I didn't get my heart broken, but I really like this chick. And we really clicked, and everything was working out so perfectly. And then some BS drama happened at work, and so it got me in a weird place. So I wrote, like, I'm in a good place, like mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm in a good place. But there's been a lot of rough struggles over the last couple of years, and I was single for almost 6 years because this girl broke my heart. If you guys didn't know, that's why I was single for so long. Her name was Shyla. I fell in love with her and her kid. And so I don't really talk about that because it hurt me, but I'm in a good place now. So anyway, let's get on to the show. I've been rambling for 9 minutes. Let's get into Caffeine AI. Guys, this is the future of the internet. So check it out.
What if you could create and evolve websites and applications just by talking? For decades, we built the internet by hand. Code, servers, big tech. Then came AI, and it changed how we imagine building. Now we're unlocking the next paradigm, where AI doesn't just help write code, it builds and updates running web apps in real time. This only works on a new kind of internet, one that's secure by default, real-time by design, and sovereign at its core. You own what you create. With Caffeine, you can prompt AI to build any website or web app, deploy code, add functionality, and upgrade software instantly, without writing any code, touching a server, or configuring a thing. Websites that live, that adapt, that evolve at the speed of conversation. Caffeine.ai. Say hello to the self-writing internet.
Okay, guys. So what is this? What is this self-writing internet? Well, I'm going to build my entire business on this. I've already created indicators in the chart. Let me just show you guys. This is the future, and I'm the guy to be doing this. If anybody needs a Caffeine AI code, like, I'm not saying like I'm the only one, but I think I'm one of the ones who definitely would put this to good use. And I know a lot of you guys would too, because I've seen some of the stuff you guys do, and it's amazing. So let's go ahead and get this. Let me just show you the code that I wrote. So this is in PineScript right here, this whole code. I wrote it in PineScript. Actually, if I go to Pine Editor right here, this is my code right here. That's my code. I wrote this code. So, and I did it with AI. So this code is what allows me to look and interact with this indicator, right? So let's see, how do I get out of this thing now? There we go. All right. So this is amazing. Not only did I create some love song, which was the point of all of that, I also created PineScript. I also deployed a canister to the internet computer just with ChatGPT. This wasn't with Caffeine AI. Like, this was built for somebody like me that is an entrepreneur that's out there just testing stuff. I don't know how to code, and I've coded stuff. So I'm an entrepreneur out there. And so what you can do is you can apply for early access. Now, if you are granted early access, then you will be able to start building and creating with Caffeine AI with just a voice prompt. Now, what exactly is Caffeine AI? Well, We've all had that one app idea we wish we could build, but stopped short because we didn't know how to code, couldn't find a developer, or got lost somewhere between a wireframe and a weekend YouTube tutorial. Now imagine if building apps were as simple as texting a friend. That's the promise of Caffeine AI, the revolutionary AI tool previewed by Dominic Williams at World Computer Summit 2025 and in San Francisco. What if anybody could be a builder? Dominic kicked off the demo with a quote from Steve Jobs: "People are capable of amazing things if you just give them the right tools." That line is different when you're watching someone literally chat an app into existence. Caffeine's mission is exactly that: turning the billions of people with internet access into builders. No coding skills required. Whether you're a student with an idea, a founder spinning up a prototype, or a parent wanting a birthday RSV app, you just talk to Caffeine and it goes to work. The AI writes the spec, builds the code, deploys the app, and then lets you make tweaks, all in plain conversation. Refresh your browser and boom, the next version is live. So this is built for the AI age on network that can handle it. What makes this even more powerful is where these apps live, on the internet computer. Caffeine AI is a front end for a radically different cloud, powered by a sovereign network of independent data centers secured by the Internet Computer Protocol. The Internet Computer is tamper-proof, database-free, and built to evolve with AI. It collapses logic and data into one, meaning AI can safely rewrite code without breaking your app or losing your data. It's like giving AI a safety net and a rocket engine. Chat-based creation for the mobile era. Caffeine AI looks and feels like a chat app, something between Telegram and your integrated developer environment. But instead of sharing memes or voice notes, you're building production-ready software. You can roll out updates and drafts, talk through bugs, and deploy with a tap. And because it's designed mobile first, the entire experience puts non-technical users at the forefront. It's about accessibility, not extraction. What are the use cases that hit home and the office? Well, the use cases for Caffeine AI are deeply relatable. Imagine finally building that personal blog you've been putting off for years, or setting up a wedding website without hiring a developer or struggling with clunky templates. Maybe you're a plant lover who wants a tracker for watering schedules and growth logs, or a local organizer who's dreamed of a niche social network where your community can post freely with rules that actually make sense. With Caffeine, even more advanced apps like CRMs for small businesses, ERPs for startups, or internal dashboards for NGOs are within reach. A tennis coach could spin up a full booking system in minutes. A group of friends could launch a Bitcoin-based esports league by the weekend. And the best part, you're not limited to one idea at a time. With Caffeine, you can build up to 10 apps in parallel, becoming your own supercharged dev team just by having a conversation. Guys, I don't know if you understand the ramifications if you're new to this. I know you guys who have been here know, but this is the most elite. I'm so glad I chose the internet computer. Yeah, the price hasn't skyrocketed in a little while. It did go from $3 to $21, so that's a 7x. So say you had $7,000 in the internet computer, you could have turned that into 49. I really believe, even though the price is going down a little bit right now, we're testing this area. By August, we're going to see ICP at least $15, if not 21, and that's my calculated prediction. I'm betting my whole entire bags I've been holding for over 3 years. Because this is the best blockchain that there is, the best developers. I have met these people in person, the people that work at Dfinity. They support like local communities. They are definitely entrepreneur friendly. They don't mind taking a chance on a small business, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But I think Caffeine AI is going to shift the paradigm. It being launched right now is going to get more eyes that have never seen ICP buying at $5 or $6, and then they're going to make a whole lot of money. And you can attribute that not only to the benefits and capabilities of Caffeine AI, but also when they launched it, when the price was really far down, and we're on our way to blast off. Within the next 6 months, I believe we're going to see anywhere from $50 to $150 ICP because of all of these reasons. Now, you can go over to Caffeine AI. It's Caffeine AI. What is going on here? Wrong. And hold on. Did that even work? Okay, it took my thing over here. There we go. So you can go right over here to Caffeine AI, apply for early access. It's super simple to do. You just put your first and last name, your email address, what describes you, what are you doing here? Are you a consultant, educator, finance professional, government official, sales, business development, creator? So that's what I put, of course. You foundation business owner. Actually, I put one of those two. I'd probably put foundation business owner because I'm both of those things. So this is gonna, build my business up. I could use Caffeine AI to make like a AI rap generator because I have to pay a lot of money if I want to use any rap generator that the internet has more than once. So there would be a lot of cool stuff. You say, hey, is this for work, personal use, education? Not sure. AI, design tools, website creation, blockchain, crypto, gaming. And then do you have prior experience using vibe coding tools? Bolt, VO, Replit, Lovable, Cursor, or any other. And then boom, you just agree. And then you get on the list and hopefully you can get chose. I bet people are using 10 emails trying to get their Caffeine AI code. And so I'm going to try to leverage any kind of, weight that I have in the community to get a code, and maybe I'll get one to give away. I don't know if that's possible. Don't quote me on that, but guys, I'm going to try to fight to get at least that would be dope. If I could get my own code and a code to give away to the community, that would be dope because I could show you how to use it. And then if you guys participate in the videos and show your support like you always do, then I'll pick one of you to give it to. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out. I will definitely be reaching out to some people. I don't know if that's possible, but yeah, Caffeine AI. Now let's get into the charts and stuff, guys, because it is about to crack off because everything. So historically, guys, we should have July. I told you. So hold on. Let me go see if I can't find my tweet where I did just predict this the other day. So guys, sometimes I get it wrong when the market does like black swan stuff, like with the thing that happened in Israel, all that stuff. You know what I mean? And so that happened right when I was saying the market was going to recover, but we're still cool, man. When black swan events happen, I can't predict that. And it changes. CKB blasting off. Look at CKB. Guys, pay attention to CKB. They're doing some interesting stuff with Bitcoin, with RGB++. But let's see. Not that we got our open chat proposal adopted. Thank you guys for your support. We had a lot of support with that. I can't even believe it. So here's the community DAO for CKB, guys. They're going to start doing some stuff, and I'm going to try to be a leader in the CKB community because I'm a leader. Everywhere I go, I'm meant to lead people, but I can't do it without you guys. Like I need a good team to lead. That's for sure. I'm a leader if I got a good team. Okay. Another open chat right here. So this is what I was saying. We're at 495. This was July 9th. This was 12 days ago. So I told you the Bitcoin dominance is stalling 69 to 70, and we actually went down. It was at 69 then. We went down to about 64 now. So if we get down to 54, which I don't know if is going to happen, this bull market, normally 54 is a strong indicator, but I'd say if we get under 60 or even like 62, 61 right now, we are going to pamp really, 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 really high. There's my new car. There's a song that I wrote with AI. But yeah, so the whole point of that, guys, we're getting ready to pump. I told you, I even made a tweet saying that we were going to pump in July. I don't know exactly where that one is, but I said we're going to pump in July. We're going to pump in August. But look at that. We were all the way up to 70 yesterday. Things were pumping. 30 days ago, we were in 39. It's been a long couple of months. But basically, this is just what we were expecting, except for a little bit longer than expected. So if you look at the volatility, we're in greed. You look at the volume, we're in greed. Impulse is greed. Technical, neutral, we'll see. Extreme greed on social dominance is greed, which means the Bitcoin dominance went down, which is what we were waiting for. That's a good thing because Bitcoin was absolutely just tearing up all of the altcoins for the last 2 years. We had one big run and then Bitcoin just beat us down the rest of the time. But now it's time. Bitcoin, I think, reached almost its peak. It's going to have one more run. But I think it's altcoin season now. Search, extreme greed, whales. Yes, baby. This is also what we were waiting for. We We need the whales greedy, guys. You're with me? Okay. We need the whales greedy. If the whales are greedy, that means money. And we're going to look, are the whales greedy? Is this CFGI accurate? And I saw somebody with Caffeine AI build a CFGI, Fear and Greed Index, for the internet computer with Caffeine AI. So this is something I'm going to build as well. I'm going to build I might build like a whole chart simulator, trading view style. I don't know if that's possible, but if I could build my own trading view, now that would be dope. That would be dope. None of your weird house rules that let my Solana chart that's exactly the same as the ICP one be let into the actual community that got upvoted a lot. Like, I don't know, 50 times. People like that indicator, but they wouldn't let the ICP one be shown. And I'll show you guys. I showed you before, there's a bias against ICP. It's the best crypto. We have some of the most technologically advanced, but anyway, I'll build my own trading view. Luckily they left the Solana one up so my, genius could come out. It was genius though. I'm being a little arrogant, but it's cool. It's cool. So let's go look at the volume. Are the whales bullish? Absolutely bullish. This is what we want, guys. Even with the price right here and the whales bullish at $6 when we're going down, normally we see the whales in fear. When we start to go back down, this means that we're getting ready for a massive pump. Let's just look at the volume. Yeah, it did. It stayed pretty well in the hundreds, 150s. And if we look at the week, you'll see why I'm saying that. Look, 88 million, 90 million. So that's when we started to pump about a week ago. But let's look before that. 40 mil, 50 mil. This is when we know the market's going to start to take a turn. We go from, like 40, 60 mil all the way up to that 100 mil. We start to pump. So then back down to 60 mil. Oh, fake out, boom, big volume. So it looks like whales are picking up massive amounts at these prices. So the whales are extremely greedy right now. I do agree with that analysis of the market that, the volume is showing the whales are greedy. The price action is showing that the whales are greedy. The overall market. We do, before we even look at ICP, guys, which we're gonna, because ICP has some good indicators saying that we are going to keep pumping, going to $21. But I want to look at the FBTC because this is what's really going to give us that, indication that we are moving. And so in this tweet over here, I did say that as well. So ETHA, Bitcoin dominance, basically watch FBTC. When this rises, it's game on for alts. And then I said, if it breaks down for 54, we're going to $150. But I don't know if it'll do that because of where it is. But look at that. When I posted that, was that the Bitcoin? No, that was the ICP. But Bitcoin was like down here, somewhere at 2.2 or something down here. And now we moved up here. And I said, if we break this line, it's blast off. And we're just hitting that line right now. And look at the Bitcoin dominance too. The Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 64.67, baby. So it looks like it's game on for altcoins. And I'm going to show you why that's especially important for ICP with the launch of Caffeine AI and just the absolute blast off that we saw last time that it did go to 21. So as long as we can get above this one, we will have some resistance up here at this 4.5. But I would like to see that FBTC really start to rise. We need Ethereum to really start to pump to bring the rest of us to that top level. And if we do, we're going to see ICP absolutely skyrocket as well as other cryptos. CKB, I might even start looking at other cryptos just a little bit on the channel, because I'm going to start putting some money into crypto and right now before we start pumping. I want to start at least making content, start stacking crypto up, and then maybe, keeping half of it and then putting some of it into the project, putting some of it into other cryptos. And that's my plan right now. Just start making lots of content. But yeah, so the ICP chart. So we have this, big falling wedge. And once we break this resistance line right here, guys, it is absolutely on. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-month downtrend. 16 months that we have been in this downtrend. That is a long time. Now, we did have a brief recovery in January of this year, but to be honest with you, once we break either right now 736, which is easy, we're gonna move up to this 1250 level. This is our next big level that we're gonna see. We're gonna have a major breakout from this area. It's also going to be resistance over here. So that's the issue that we're seeing. Once this breaks out, like right here, boom, and it's going to hit that exact EMA 21 on the monthly. So this is going to break that 21 month. I would actually say not even 760. I would say 861. So from this 760 to 861 is going to be resistance. And once we get above that 861, we are going to absolutely skyrocket to 12. And then I think not too long later, we're going to see this $21 marker, and then we're going to start to move up from there. We have this big downtrend. We also have this double bottom right here, this massive monthly double bottom right here. So, and we're starting to break out of this double bottom. This is absolutely going to send this up. So if we look on the week, we got 3 green soldiers. So this is something, oh, whoops. This is something that is absolutely going to skyrocket the price with the whales bullish, with Ethereum and Bitcoin, Ethereum moving against Bitcoin in that way, with the Bitcoin dominance going down, with all of these factors. If we can get this third green candle, which I think it's going to end up going up and at least touching $7, like touching this big downtrend that we're seeing for this really, really long time. And we did have this, liquidity up here. That's the buy side liquidity. So basically, if we get these 3 green soldiers, it's up, up, and away. Now let's look at the EMA 9. I don't think we might be in the red on the EMA 9, which is bullish. So if we can move this and see the EMA 9 on my chart that I created, if it's red, we're good to go. Yes! Oh, guys, I cannot. So this is extremely bullish. This means there's a reversal on the weekly, a verified reversal compared to Bitcoin, compared to the market. And this could be an indicator. We're above this EMA 9. We broke above it with 2 candles confirmed, got the third one. So I really, really think we're going to be moving up to this $7 level very, very soon, guys. There is a possibility of a drawback to 551, but everything is telling me in the CFGI, the whales are extremely greedy. Let's see what time frame this is. What time frame is this? Time frame. Why isn't it telling me the time frame? 1 day. Yeah, so this is the 1 day. So wait, you could do months? So let's see how we're looking on the month. Okay, well, it's not going to show me. All right. Well, anyway, so we're bullish on the weekly here. Things are looking good. So yeah. Now let's also get this out. I want to show you why I say we're going. You see why we're going to 12. I mean, it's easy to see why we're going to 12. Now I could even put a Fibonacci extension on here to show you why we're going to 12. So 12 is right under the liquidity. So right here, right at the top of this right here, $12. This is the buy side liquidity. Anything above that, buy side liquidity. Even that is buy side liquidity a little bit. So $12. The reason we're going here, watch this. I need to do one thing first. Okay, this has got to go away because it's in my way. All right. So I'm going to show you why. Now this says we'll go to the top of the wedge, which is 19, but we'll stop here at 12 first for the resistance. But I'll also show you this. So I bet you we have something right at $12. Right at 12. What is this? 1170. So right at that area, 1170, the Fibonacci extension, this is the first green area. Once we get above this $10, this red, this sell side liquidity, which is what this is, that's all sell side liquidity right there, all of it, and everything down here too. So anything in this red, that's sell side liquidity. Then the orange, that's just, you know, getting ready to see where we're at. That's the middle ground. And then once we get into that green, we're going to start pumping. And then it's going to bring us right up to this $21 area, $22.70, the golden ratio. Actually, the golden ratio is right here. Sorry, 27. But it will stop with the 1-2. It was golden. It made me think that for a second. But yeah, so $27.64. So now we also will be looking at the monthly and then showing you this, because I was looking, whoops, let's get rid of that. I was looking, and there is a massive level that we could break right here. Okay, so once we go up, we hit that 12. Look at this on them all the way back to April of 2022, my friends. So this is a long term downtrend. And if we break this downtrend, which we tested it, see this test of the downtrend, we went up and almost tested it again right here. And then once we're able to actually test this downtrend and break this, we're going to be moving up to those $21, $26 levels. And then we can start, you know, looking at downtrends over here at the $40 level. So this long-term ICP, even in the short term, I think we're going to see a nice cup and nice inverse head and shoulders. We have this double bottom on the monthly. We have that nice, beautiful long-term downtrend on the weekly. Things are looking extremely bullish. Do we have anything on the daily? I don't think the technicals are neutral right now, to be honest with you. Look at that beautiful reversal. See how wonderfully this predicts reversals with a longer term? Like it really does predict reversals. See how when it's green, it goes down? That means Bitcoin's green compared to ICP. And when we're red, that means Bitcoin's red against ICP. So we're going up against Bitcoin. When it's green, we're going down against Bitcoin. And so this is what we want to see. And with the Bitcoin dominance you saw earlier at 64, and then let's get the RSI out. Because the RSI, especially on the monthly now, is the important one. It used to be on the weekly that it was very important. Now it's kind of breaking trend. On the daily, we're a little bit overbought in the short term, but I mean, we keep bouncing back. I just don't really like to see this average up there too much without big price movement, but that means the whales are accumulating. Like I said, we might hit 550 one more time if the whales decide to pump it down, you know, one last shakeout before the breakout. But if we look at the weekly, we have been significantly above this. And since we have confirmed it right here, we have been going up ever since. So this is still a good indicator. We tested it here, weren't able to break out or broke out, you know, tested it again, broke under it, and then a breakout. But now if we look at this RSI on the monthly, we are testing that. We're at 30. Oh, we're above it. We broke out. Oh my God. So this is the first time since we've been at like $16 that we broke this level. So that means the monthly volume is rising enough over the long term to indicate a shift in the average volume, which means we're absolutely going to start pumping very soon. So guys, ICP is absolutely going to blast off. We have this amazing setup right now. The Bitcoin is starting to flip. The Bitcoin dominance sank by over 5 points since the 9th of July. So that means that everything is starting to turn. We have Caffeine AI. We have the whales that are bullish because of Caffeine AI. We have Open Chat, which is the most elite dapp. So you could build a lot of stuff with Caffeine AI, but if you could build an Open Chat, you are a genius, because it's the most elite social dapp. Another reason I stick around on the internet computer, you can trade crypto in seconds on their social media dapp. I can tip people, I can swap other tokens, I can trade tokens peer-to-peer. They have web video chatting services, and the team is doing some amazing things over there, guys. So check out Open Chat. We have another one, Gold DAO, that is doing amazing things. They were on the channel. Just a lot of these different projects are really building the future. And Definity is too, building Caffeine AI. I'd like to see a lot more wallets. We need more wallets. We need more decentralized exchanges for more people to use. And then ICP is going to be the most elite blockchain there is. It already is. But I just want to see it build and grow bigger. And I love what we have, but don't be satisfied until we build the coolest and most interactive elite blockchain out there, guys. So get ready. How are you guys doing today? It's good to see each and every one of you. Foxfire, my guy. Motivational Sub says, I believe that ICP is the future, and that's why I hope definitely build a hub or university of blockchain on my country in Pakistan. Well, shout out to Pakistan and my homie, my good friend, my longtime moderator, Motivational Sub. That's my guy, Solstice. Good to see you always. The Monopoly's back. What's up, guys? All right, that's about all we're going to have for today, guys. Try to get your Caffeine AI code. Again, I'm going to try to see if I have some resources to try to, get me a code, but I don't know. I've seen other people, reach out to their friends and stuff. Let's see if I can get a code. If not, hopefully, I didn't get one, Foxfire, unfortunately. But I am, hopefully going to get one. That's the plan. And I did wait a little long, so we'll see. Now, they are going to be launching the dapp. So if you don't get early access, I'll just wait until they actually launch Caffeine AI, like the launch. Right now, we just have the code. It's launched, but gated right now. So it's going to be cool, guys. In the next 6 months, I believe by Thanksgiving, we are all going to be selling at least, half of our crypto or locking it up once the price goes down again. So guys, just get ready. It's about to crack off. I showed you all of the reasons why ICP is not only the most technologically elite blockchain out there, but why the price is saying that we are going to have some massive movements here in the next couple of months, and the whales agree. So, all right, guys, that being said, goodbye and good ICP.